Okay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's get it. Oh my Lord. Never ready. All right. Breaking stuff. Hey, Ike, how you doing, man? Happy Friday, sir. Ike, I am doing very well, man. How are you? We bumped to some jazz today. I'm gonna try to reduce my bumping into the microphone. So I'll do my best. I tell you, I will lose my head if it wasn't attached. Me as well, brother. I am so happy it's the weekend. That's funny. I'm losing it. I was gonna put my face on the side there, but I'm not sure if I want to. Let's see. Let's see if it's worth it. Yeah, why not? Get to see my mess. I'm gonna hit record on that. I think I'm just gonna keep going with the ballpoint. Let's see why not. I had unlike this one that we did on Wednesday, I was really happy with the way this one came out. Who's talking about proportions? I definitely did not do her any justice. But that's all right. I like the way the colors came out. So, and then yesterday, I kind of went in and I did these here. And the only difference is that with these, I actually painted them with acrylic first. This one is just simple gray acrylic, and then I used gesso on top of it to dry. I don't know if that process did anything different. I just felt like without the gesso, the acrylic felt like it was kind of sticky, and I didn't think it was going to grab the ink well enough. But anyway, it came out pretty good. I was hoping I would get the same type of success, but this is basically a board that I think they put gesso, so there really is no heavy duty grit. But anyway, enough of that nerd stuff. Let's do some sketching, brother. Maybe I'll put. Yeah, the way this one came out, I was actually quite surprised. It's black ink, but because of the gesso, it looks blue on some spots, and I was getting glare on it and made it look red. On the gold background, yeah. You know, I wish I would have spent a little bit more time with this one. This one took me about 2 hours to do. I think I was just in the zone. This one, I should have taken a little bit longer, but it was still fun to do. I mean, I'm scrutinizing myself after the fact from doing something that was for fun and just to figuring it out. So I got to get over that. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, if I would have just in the future, I learned a lot more from this one. And the color in the background really does make a difference. So it was getting good to me. So I painted this one. I did this today. This is regular primary blue. Same thing. Blue gesso. Oh my God, I can't speak today. Blue acrylic. Gesso on top. But I might have trouble seeing the ink. So I'm gonna have to do a test on this. But I also have I got another gray board ready. I have 2 of these. I got a bigger one here. I forget what size it is. I'm curious what the hell I'm gonna try to paint on this thing, but this was a board I had that was dirty, and I'm like, you know what? Let's figure it out. What size is this? Huh. 12 by 16? Does that sound right? Anyway. But I like the way the gray came out, so I think I'm just gonna keep messing with the gray today. Put these away. I'll keep that turtle here for now. Make sure this thing focuses. These cameras are killing me. That did nothing. Come on, man. Well, I see he's gonna give us problems today. What? can I use to get you to focus here? Focus on this. Nope. What do you need, Catwoman? I guess you need a Catwoman. It's cool outside where I am, and I don't think these are ready. Are you working on anything? You still just messing around with perspective sketches and that's fantastic. I haven't done much of life drawing rooms or anything like that. I think the last one maybe a couple years ago. Here I try to draw some still life. Ah. Well, I'm glad you're hanging out then, brother. There's nothing wrong with that, man. How to see in perspective when you're in a room? Yeah. Because we shift so often, right? We're never sitting in one place anyway. Yeah. How you doing, Susan? Thanks for joining us. The profile. Profile is a side, right? Side profile. I wanted to show you something. When I'm usually just messing around. This was not the soundtrack that I was expecting today. What kind of face? Of course he would. Some a commenter on yeah, uh, he definitely is. Ike spit on that parallel pen. Is that what you were using, Ike, when you did the perspective? Are you still using the parallel pen? Well, Ike, you miss all the good parts. Are you working on anything, Susan? Or you just hanging out as well, enjoying the. Hopefully, it's a calm and cool Friday. Awesome. Well, Susan, I still appreciate you swinging through. Can't wait to see what you come up with, though. my phone updated last night, and the UI that Apple put out, that liquid glass, is trash. Absolute trash. Don't like it one bit. You're gonna do some watercolor and attempt some gouache painting over my next pen sketch. Oh, that'd be cool. Um, yeah, I can't wait to see that. I was trying to think of something to say, but um, I was actually quite surprised at how well gouache went over these ballpoint sketches. No smearing or smudging. That's good. It was only after I sprayed fixative on one of the other sketches where it kind of bloomed and expanded. But I think as long as you're not too watery at first, you can kind of get a really good blend and mixture. So good luck, man. I can't wait to see those. Oh yeah, Ike, trash. It updated last night on me automatically, and I went, oh no. No, trash. Trash. Until they sponsor me, then it'll be. But yeah, no bueno. I don't like it. I knew better not to do it, and it did it. It did it automatically on me. My source is going to be here. I'm getting a Simon Beasley feel to this thing. I'm not mad at it. So what I'm using is this because I'm trying to draw a Lobo, a DC Comics character, and I have an idea what he looks like, obviously, because he's pretty popular. But I don't. He has certain facial tattoos and certain features that I want to capture. So this is the reference that I'm using. I don't know not that button, buddy. This button. I don't know. Give me 1 second, brother. I don't know the artist. What that's gonna be, but so I'm using just kind of like where his facial hair is, and trying to get the vibe for it. I don't know if you can see that. Let me scooch it. So that's just the face that I'm looking at. I go through Pinterest, and what I'll do is I'll look at a bunch of different images and faces of the character just so I can get particular references. I wasn't going to do any poses or figures. I wanted to keep it tight because I want to capture what I did with the turtle in terms of color. So I'm also thinking that way. And I'm not going to use so much of that color because he's not really all that dynamic in terms of coloring. The only thing that they use is the eyes and the mouth. So my lighting is going to come from the right hand side because I'm a righty. So I'm going to obscure most of this stuff. All of this is going to be black. So yeah, that's one of the references that I'm using. I just keep cycling through, but all I was going to do is the face. So, but I was surprised. Remember we was talking about the angles and drawing without having an easel or having it propped up. On my playback screen, it looks very Beasley like. Do I have it here? I don't want to mess this up. Not that one. That one. That one. There's an iconic Beasley with him biting his lip. It ain't that one. Anyway. So that's what I'll do. I just end up scrolling through and finding a bunch that suit me. Now I can't find that iconic. But oh, it looks like that is the same image, just enhanced with more color. Anyway, so that's what I'm using, homie. That's kind of like the way I use references. I'll have just have the Pinterest and have a bunch of windows open just to get the kind of get in the vibe of the character and see other people's interpretations and maybe even catch a some lighting or something. But I knew I was going to be mainly in shadow to keep in line with my previous piece. But I think subconsciously Beasley is such an amazing artist, and he was what he did with Lobo to introduce. I don't know if he was the guy to introduce him, but when he took over for it, it made people pay attention. And I guess it was stuck in my head because I really don't find the character that intriguing. Character design is cool. I think Lobo, and I could be super wrong, was basically just them making fun of Wolverine. But he's such an absurd character. It's so funny. Hold on, I gotta change this music because it's driving me crazy. I don't know if I want that one either. There we go. That's what I get for changing it. That's funny. That's funny. Anchorman. I'll take it. And now everything froze because that's how it works. No music for me. Here, we'll go back to sleep. All right. Go remove that. Like when you do your practice sketches, do you keep with one reference? Like, are you like well, yeah, because I guess you're rocking a specific piece of the form. Have a great weekend, Susan. Thank you for swinging through. I can't wait to see what you end up doing with your ballpoint sketching and your painting later. Yeah, and I hear you. And if I'm end up if I when I'm studying a specific artist or something, um, I usually stick to one uh, one reference. It's kind of like reverse engineering it and see how they kind of like trying to get into their head to do when doing it. But do you remember a character by the name of Eon Flux? Came out in the maybe mid 90s. I don't know why that character came to mind, but I might end up doing an image of her. I kind of like how this is smudging. No? Let me see if I can find mid 90s. Created by a guy by the name of Peter Chun. They had a movie with Charlize Theron. years after. Let me see if I can find it. But her, I can't even tell you what the story was about because it was pretty confusing. But the character design was really dope. Tab. She was a Eon Flux. Oh, that's probably not going to really help then. But anyway, she was just this weird looking, sharply angled character. The way the design was an assassin, maybe a clone, perhaps. Let me see if I can share my screen again. Move my screens aside. Yeah, so she was kind of cool, but there were certain things. She would always be drawn in her forms, kind of super angular, really dope looking. I think might be one of them. There's no really good drawing of her in here. I have to do some digging. But yeah, I think she might be the next thing I do. Move this over. I think I might be done here. Right? You've seen her before? Yeah. So I've been looking at a lot of dancers and trying to get some of the craziest and poses and posture and Dutch angles. It might be pretty cool to do that figure. Yeah, if you, I think we're in the same age group, maybe. She came out in the early '90s, maybe during the whole Attitude. MTV had this series called Liquid Television. It used to come out late at night, and they would have independent animations, and that was one of them. And that may have been the most popular one. All right. What's up, Gunplayer? How you doing, man? Happy Friday. Hey, Gun, where are you watching from? If you don't mind me asking. State, country. Room in the house. I don't want to do all that hair. So Ike, you messed me up the other day, that Wednesday, because when I was drawing the turtle. Well, welcome from California. When I was drawing the turtle and I was doing the lining here, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna paint it, and I kept hearing, not that you said it, but I kept seeing the text like, why would you put so much work on some of the stuff that you're gonna paint over? That's cool. But welcome from California, gunplay. Ike, I believe, is from the UK. It's watching from the UK, and I am in Florida. Just appreciate the magic of technology. How's that look? All right. Wow, I made the bridge of his nose really small here. Can I fix that? I guess I could put it in shadow. What's this piece here? Yeah, yeah. I think it feels that way looking at this one, looking at this, or experiencing this only because it doesn't absorb so much of the ink as easily as it would, I think, a pencil. I mean, not a pencil, sorry, on a regular piece of paper. But yeah, it definitely is an extra. Which is why when I was painting this, I purposely left the pen marks because I think it added so much to it, in my opinion, of course. My phone's in the way. It really does add a little bit of extra on it. Hold on, I need Catwoman now. Oh, we don't need her no more. got this stupid goatee that's not gonna even be seen. But yeah, it was kind of funny hearing hearing that expression in my head while I was drawing. Don't listen to him, Mel. Just do it. But you know, we're weirdos, bro. So this stuff becomes less work and becomes cathartic. It becomes therapy. The scraping of the board, listening to it, and you know how it is. Yeah, this it's either sharp. I'm gonna just do that. I honestly don't know how much more of these I would do. They are fun to do. But you're right, it is a lot of work. And there's very little room for error. But that's not why we do this anyway. Here, shoot. Okay. I think we might be ready to do some painting. I think that should be good. Palette's going to be easy on this. Black and white, and he got red eyes. That's it. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. Oh, peoples, give me 1 second. It's warm in here. That should be good for now. Get comfortable. All right. Sorry about that. Whenever I think I'm ready, I'm not. All right. All right, so all I'm doing is using black and white, but just blend. I don't know if I'm ever going to go into that darkest point, probably going to be in this dark gray. But other than that, that's the value I'm messing with here. I'm going to use as much as the board as possible. All right. Okay. Should be a little darker. This thing always looks extreme when you first put in the first bit of paint, but then it dries darker. That's good. I think I'm going to need more white. It didn't come out at all. I'm going to need more white. Let's try that again. Like, you got any plans for the weekend? Or you just hanging out at the house? It's definitely going to be more layers of white, but that's okay. Some shopping. I'll send you my address. Yeah, I hear you with the uploading. That's why I've been doing so much. I have been stockpiling on videos and on shorts, on video shorts lately, just to get some breather during the holiday season, and you know, that's really the goal. is this? Some watercolor? Yeah. Have you worked with ink washes over your sketches and your? I don't know if I've seen any on your channel. Yeah, you were saying that you're doing mostly videos. It's good sometimes to just concentrate on one thing. Water brush. These things. I have several of those. I have tons of watercolor that I don't use. But that's cool. Some practice on that. That'd be dope. What is going on, Saboteur? Thank you for swinging through, man. Happy Friday. I hear you about the building on the videos. Oh, you like that? I got my ears lengthened a couple days ago. It's getting a little rough. And happy Friday, brother. Yes. You got any plans for the weekend, Saboteur? Or you just plugging away on your on the book? You don't take any breaks, bro. Oh, that's funny. Is that what I saw you inking yesterday on Omer's stream? Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I was able to see some of the artwork when you was working on it yesterday. In the 70s, huh? If I want, all right. I don't know how I'm going to do this. It's supposed to be shiny. Yeah, those that era was a bit loose. Be careful with no paint on this brush. Yeah. I think that soundtrack I'm listening to is from that era. It's killing me. I'm always looking for music to use, but I'm cheap. All right. See if we can add some. I want that mouth to stand out a little bit more. What she said. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, I appreciate that. You know what I was looking at earlier today? Now I know why. I've been looking at this piece and I'm like, well, I've been getting two different vibes. I was getting some Simon Beasley and the poster art for the outlaw Josie Wales. Like that would have been if I had. I wish I would have had that in mind. It would have been a lot. I was taking credit for it. Simon Beasley. He did he did some Lobo. This is supposed to be Lobo. DC's character. But I was getting Beasley off of this, kind of like certain pieces of this. But subconsciously, I think it's the outlaw Josie Wales. I want to make sure I keep the my pen work. I wish I didn't do that, because now he's gonna get lost in there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, his work is crazy. My Fisto, the Fisto that I did for Rob Norton, his left arm on that pose was basically an homage to Beasley's female Lobo, who's in that same pose with her giant left muscular arm. Yeah, Beasley, I love his art, and Glenn Fabry's work. Glenn Fabry's covers on Preacher, pretty crazy. I do that to myself all the time. I'm a righty, so I put all the wet paint on the right hand side. I should turn off that light. Give me 1 second. Doo-doo. Way more hair. You think so? I see. All right, all right. Now I'm painting in the dark, but it should come out better. Now I can't see shit. We can't win. Okay. You know, um, I didn't really want to paint him at all, uh, but I knew it. I knew he was gonna. I think people have more reactions to a split-second shot of Lobo. I've drawn him before, and I haven't seen the trailer when I decided to paint him. I decided to kind of paint this dude yesterday when I was finishing up this turtle. Um, but I didn't know what to do, honestly. But long story short, uh, somebody left a comment in one of my videos, so they just kind of spiraled from there. I'm like, sure, I'll do it. It just be like that sometimes, though. They should. He's such an absurd character. Uh, if they do it right, but yeah, I have drawn him before. One of my first gouache paintings was of Lobo, and I gifted it to some family. I don't even have a. I never took a picture of it. Thank you. I have none plans. I don't think so. I I have primed two other artboards, but I've been kind of burnt the hell out. And I might just take a break for a couple of days. I'm sure I'll try to draw something, but I don't think anything really. Uh, like some cousins that want to try to hang out this weekend might do that. Might be good to just kind of reset. But no, man, my daughter just came home from her college break for her college break. So, but not really. I don't think so. But yeah, I think it'll be just try not to make any plans. I might have to switch to a smaller brush. I'm one of those dudes when it comes to art or anything like this, where I get a bit of success, they come out pretty good, and then all the artist do wants to do is keep going, and the realist is like, dude, you might need a break, because I'll sit here and just do this stuff. While I was doing this image, while I was drawing it earlier today, I had gotten an idea because I was looking at movie posters again. I was looking at outlaw Josie Wales and westerns because I want to try to do some of that stuff. And I was just looking at movie posters, and I saw uh, the first Terminator movie poster with him in the shades and the gun, and I thought of a funny way to incorporate your character Tommy in a parody movie poster with just the mask, his mask on, and a butcher's cleaver. I was like, I might, if I can pull it off, I'll do it. Yeah, my mind is constantly taking notes like that. 60% chance it'll get done and just kind of like, ooh, ooh, I think that'd be cool. On Wednesday, I was telling Ike about a female figure that Rob Norton created that's all in Chrome. So I've been trying to look at images of Chrome and figures and figurines and stuff like that to try to get the right look for it. Because the original paint drawing that I did, I don't know if I like it. Yeah. Look like his hair is full enough. They're amazing. I want to buy his last three that Rob did. And now he's selling like a sketchbook that I'm like, I want to get that too. And I just saw a video where he was promoting this indie comic called Ghost Agent, I think. I don't know, don't quote me on the name of it, but on several other indie artists. And he had drawn a story somebody else wrote, which I think is cool, man. So I just might reach out for the sketchbook for now, and then I'll eventually buy the end of his master series. I love how raw the first three, right? Like they feel very how can I put it? Like if your boy did it, right? Like if like a friend of yours went, oh, you got to check out this stuff I did. Like it feels like that. Like it's that raw. Like your homie did it, and seeing just snippets of what he put together in the last three and how the quality and his artwork picked up because of the passion for it. Like I think that's cool. I wanted to try to do something for his newest little project. That's kind of like parodying. I can't say that word. Parody. I know that's parody. Parodying. The '90s, and I did one of his characters. Uh, using Rob Liefeld Cable as a reference, and I had it in mind as if it was going to be like a number one, but I haven't inked it yet. But I did send it to him in blue line so he can try to ink it. Absolutely, dude. It was dope. Like I hyped it up when I read it. When it came home, I was hyping it up to all my kids. And they're like, because I don't know if they can see past. Sometimes they may not be able to see past the how raw the artwork is, and I'm like, you're missing out. But it's really cool. The heart is in there, and you're right. The evolution of his artwork is really cool. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome to read. Dude, that's why I'm trying to get good at this craft of ours, man, so that if you guys need anything done on a cover, a splash, or anything, hit me up. Like you guys are doing it, man, and I think that's awesome. Oh, that's freaking. But yeah, I can't wait to read the last three. He keeps showing bits and pieces of it on some of his videos, and I'm like, I'd be having to look away or click out of the video or mute it. No spoilers, bro. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Stinky eye, stink eye, yeah, stinky. Man, yeah, sphincter or something. That shit's great. So yeah, there's two things that I have currently that I want to try to finish up for for him and try to send it to see one as a gift, of course. Because I mean, what's cool about this stuff that I'm doing, like and what I've done for you, is that you guys end up reinvigorating certain ideas and just passions and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna keep them. I'll keep a copy or a print, but the original is always gonna be meant for the creators, man. Because that's you know those are your characters. I'm just paying homage to them. Uh, my family will love it. That'll be. No, it was a absolute pleasure, man. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for letting me even do it. You know. Maybe I'll get good enough and so I can paint one of your original artworks. That'd be kind of cool. Paint over your pencils. I need to show you. What is it? Let me read this thing. I totally messed up on it. Works kinda. I need to use my left hand now to do the writing over the page in the chat. uh, ah, did you post that one? There was one you posted, something you posted recently about trying not to paint over the. Oh my god, I can't speak today. The dual tone. Oh god, the screen tone. Gotcha. Okay. Are you keeping them when you're painting it? Is going to stay black and white, right? Are you are you doing like they do in mangas, where the first couple pages is painted? Oh, thanks, man. That's cool. That's a great idea. Tommy Vision. buy them. That's cool. You too, Gunplay. I appreciate you coming through. Thank you. And have a fantastic weekend. I gotta get a red for his eye. And I forgot his jacket. Sorry. You have a fantastic time, so I appreciate you, brother. I don't know how much time I have left in here. I don't have much left to do, so I'm just gonna keep plugging along. I'll make sure to say what's up if I see you on there. Have a fantastic weekend if I don't. Appreciate you, man. Do I want to add color to this? Not really. I don't know what to do. I think all I did was contaminate my red. What the hell is my filbert? That light's too bright. Well, it must be working. You can't see the glare. A little nighttime painting. Evening painting. All right, I'm almost done here. Let's how the hell did I do? Okay. Bopping and booping. Everything's blending in pretty harsh, so I can't get the highest highlights. But that looks pretty good. don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's see. Did I lose it? Camera's always going blurry on me. I gotta keep bringing in Catwoman so that she can get this camera to focus. You know? All right, I am just about done here. Finish up these lines. I really appreciate everybody that came through. Ike is still there. I appreciate you, brother. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. But I think that might be it. It's kind of I think you could tell some of the inspirations on this thing, like subconsciously. Very Sienkiewicz, some Beasley, some Clint Eastwood. That effect came out better than I expected. All right. Very underground. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. I'll probably keep tweaking a little bit, but I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. There you go. Lobo, before I dip, let's sign this bad boy. And of course, it won't show. Awesome. All right, that concludes this regularly scheduled live stream. God bless. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Peace. Thank you, sir. Ike, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. God bless, brother. I tried not to cover all the pen work. I was trying to listen to you. Let me see what this looks like. No, the other way. I'll take it. Oh, all right, man. Peace out. I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna go hang with the fam. Thank you, bro. Have a good one.